Well, look here. This might look a little bit familiar if you remember watching Rob to the Rescue. Remember our friend Sam and his wife and kids? They've got this, I think it's 1962 Mobil Scout. Sam has been working very hard on this, and he's got a lot done. He's called us in a couple of times to help him get unstuck. This is what they're going to use for their countertop. It's a knotty pine kind of thing. We've used that before, and I really like it. I'm glad they chose it. But anyway, we went out and we helped Sam a couple of times, and he has just got to the point right now where he's done what he feels like he can do well. He wants us to help him get almost to the finish line, not across the finish line, because there's still some things that I can do, but he can do it too, so he's just going to do it. He's done a real nice job of getting this thing insulated, I'll tell you that right now. I mean, he took some measurements. We're going to delete this window over here, no window there. I applaud them for that. I just don't think you need all these windows in the back when you're trying to sleep. But anyway, well, that leads me to this. You can do that when you're getting new skin. So, heck yeah. We're going to be calling Max Aluminum. We're going to get some new skin for the sides and for the very front piece. But from up, say, about there, all the way back down, it's going to be the old roof because it's in good shape. So we're going to use it. Now, if you remember, Sam had some specific ways that he wanted to use his camper. And his wife had some input as well. It's our baggage door. We're going to keep this window because it's a really nice Jalossi window. They got the original door with that kind of diamond-shaped door. It's not in now, obviously. Now, we have to do something that I don't like to do. We're going to put the AC on the door side. That's just where it's going to go. That's where he wanted it. That's kind of where it has to go just because of other decisions that he has made. So, hey, I think that works. You just got to be smarter than the step. All right, so he's put down, hey, Curly. He's put the flooring down. He's framed in a lot. And he was very wise. He got a lot of this stuff for free. He built this shelf, and I think he did a nice job on it. He's gone with the, what do they call that, lap and gap, all the way on the ceiling. They're probably going to paint the walls white. Cabinetry is going to be some combination of some stain, but probably a lot of black. This is the, oh, hey, Linus showed up. So the refrigerator that he already has is going in here. It's got a hot water tank, and then somewhere around here, we're going to probably put in a little outdoor shower. So that'll be cool. The sink will go right in this area, and he's got an under-counter sink. It's kind of pretty modern. They're going for kind of a, oh, excuse me, some kind of modern meets retro, I think. He'll finish this bed out. He just left it out, so we got some work to do. TV's going to go up on that little shelf in front of the window when they're camping, and they've got a place to keep, you know, if they want to take some DVDs and things. Come around here. They've got a fantastic fan, a lot of butyl tape, good for them. Storage. So really, we're going to work on finishing out the electric. We're going to run some 12 volt with a battery and a battery charger. And get some of this. We're gonna take this down, and we're gonna build him a really nice set of cabinets all the way across over the kitchen. So that's where we're gonna go from here. You know, there's where the fan goes, obviously. So we're gonna get started on that. We've just got a few things to do to help him out, get him to where he could finish it in a couple of weeks. So I'm going to take you along with us just because I think this is a pretty cool trailer. It's going to be done a little differently. And look at the shop boys. Quality control advisors are very pleased with this project. Me too, Curly. You bet, Linus. Not really sure how long we're going to make this video, or how many we're going to make on Sam's Mobil Scout, but I wanted to show you what I did. Put up some cabinets. I'll give you a little better shot. Tried to kind of match what he was doing down here. They're painting, so the finish is going to be different. Got that first cabinet there, which would be over if they wanted to put the microwave sitting there or whatever, coffee maker. And then that middle part is going to be a little knick-knack show. Maybe put your spices up there, but really we just need a place to run the wiring for our lights. We're probably going to put a 12-volt light and a regular light, under-counter light right there. And then try to really get that curve right there. Hey, like my finger in that camera work? Sorry about that. But anyway, we got that one in there. Tried to keep them nice and level. So I think it looks pretty good. It's our good first start. So that's my first project so far. I'm going to get moving on. Let me update you a little more. We framed in the kitchen, but as you can see down here, we started running some plumbing. Jim was over and started running some PEX for us, and we're going to have a full video on that, so don't worry, you're going to miss that in this video, but we're going to do a whole video on how to run PEX plumbing. But I wanted to show you, this is framed in, and then we came over here to the cabinet, and we framed the cabinet in to match. That's over on the door side. And we installed the AC. That's where they wanted it. It was the only really convenient way for what they've already done. So that's what we did. We've got all the air isolated. We got to frame that in, finish it up. And we'll do this at the same time after we finish up the electric. We're going to put the electric in there. But that's what I wanted to show you right now. And there'll be another update here in a minute. And through the miracle of modern editing, we have electric. Well, we have what could be electric. We ran some 12 volt. That's what these little stray wires are, just keeping them out of the way. We're running 4 breakers. I know that's going to give Jim a heart attack, but I've got 4 breakers in here. We're running back to everything that needs to be run back to. I'm going to fire it up. Really not sure what I'm showing you. Hey, there's an outlet. There's an outlet. They're pretty heavy on the outlets. Well, Sam got this roughed in for me, and so I've been chasing it down, tracing it down, and I like his work. So I added what I needed to add, and we're going to test it right here shortly. Get ready. Time to check the electric now. I've got everything hooked up. I just have to plug it in. We've got our 30 amp service all ready to go. Did you have one of these yet? Little outlet tester. Save you a lot of heartache and a lot of headache. You don't have to chase things down. This thing will tell you if you're hooked up right or you're not. It's a little game I like to play. Because if you're like me, you always worry, did I make a mistake? And so every time I plug it in, I'm like, yeah, I did it right. Great. All right, enough about me. Let's plug this in, and we'll start checking all of these outlets, and we'll start checking the lights that we do have installed. So I'm sure Russ will probably double time this for you, but you'll get the idea. Here we go. All right, let's check. All right. Perfect. No.
Everything looks pretty good. I'm going to go make some more adjustments, and electric will be done.
Here we go on dinette seating. Went and kind of framed that bit in. And then, of course, after we got all our electrical set up, we made the seat. Hinged it. There's some access there, a little extra storage. Curly's checking it out just for my measurements and making sure the quality's there. Good boy. Good boy. Come around here. We put a little back on this one because it came out so far for the AC and everything. So we framed in here, framed all the way around front, and we added this backrest. And we did make some access. You aren't going to store anything down there because that's where we have our air intake, and that's where obviously the AC is. We don't want anything blocking the air. But on this one of our genius subscribers said, hey, next time, why don't you make some storage? Hey, that's a great idea. I think I will. So, instead of wasted space, one of our subscribers gave me a great idea. That's where we're at so far. I gotta go look at my list and see what I'm gonna do next. I hope you'll pardon that, because that's just the best we could do today, and that's been on all day. But I got a lot of work done anyway. Jim came and helped me, Russ came and helped me, even my daughter came and helped me. We got this tin hung on there. You can see we put on the lights, the little outdoor shower. Water in, water out. Got the roof back on. Got a ways to go, but it's so cold. So cold. We're not gonna be able to paint some things. We gotta cut down this window. This is all extra so we can install it. We did get the 7-pin installed. Shout out to Jim. He got me started on that, so I actually wired most of that myself this time. So I'm on the 7-pin, installed some chains, and of course over here on this side, can't do the door either because I've got to paint it, and it's just too cold, way too cold to paint. So we're going to be stuck for a little bit. I've got some work to do on this front window. It's missing a couple of panes. I'll have to make some of those and install it. But Jim did finish up the plumbing today, and it looks real good. You can kind of see it a little bit, but he finished that up. It's looking good. We're not too far away. Gotta install that ceiling fan. I'm gonna make myself a list because I want to really get that back to them this week. It's just weather permitting. Weather permitting. It's brand. What do you think of this? Max Aluminum. I told you they brought this down to us. Other good guys out there. Nice little delivery. This is great looking metal. All right, I gotta go.
A little bit different than the last time you saw it. You do? I do too.
Looks a heck of a lot better than when we dropped it off.
As you can see, not going to be our normal reveal because actually Sam's been over here helping work, and so we just wanted to get a quick family reaction, and then we'll go in and we'll talk about it. What kind of strikes you at first?
One is one where
It's so shiny, like
Yeah.
the white.
Brand new metal from Max Aluminum.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks great. Just shiny and new. The new siding was definitely, that was a good call for sure.
Absolutely, well worth.
And all these details you did, these new lights and everything, just really finish it off. Painting the tongue, all that.
Yeah, we had a little extra time, so we kind of threw some things in there. There's going to be
and the fan works.
some
Mom.
things that need to finish.
Yeah, this way.
Well, what do you think of the cabinets? What are you thinking you're going to do now? Because I know that we were talking about painting this whole thing black, and you and me were going to fist fight for a minute.
I don't know. So it's either between soft black or like a darker green color.
You know, if you look at my house, you know, in the shop, I like the darker green.
Yeah, it's pretty. I don't know.
Are you thinking about leaving any wood accents other than the roof or the ceiling?
Countertop. will
Oh,
stay
that's right, the
wood.
countertop.
Yeah, that'll stay
No,
wood.
way.
Probably not. The roof, the shelf, and then the tabletop will be wood.
Right.
That's pretty though.
Yeah, working the
This is cool.
green makes me a little bit happier. That's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's go in the shop and we'll talk inside for a little bit, and then we'll come out and go over everything. Here we are. We already kind of did a quick reaction video. Really couldn't do a walkthrough like we normally do because it's no surprise. Sam's been working on this camper for 3 years.
Well, probably closer to 4.
4 years. So he brought it 75% of the way, would you say?
It felt like less, but I appreciate that.
About 75%, and I guess, you know, some of the things were probably just seemed big, but on a percentage-wise were big, but not work-wise. So he brought it to us, and if you go back and watch Rob to the Rescue, that's where we met Sam, and we did 2 videos on that, and I'm gonna ask you a question after I make this statement. Sam did something that a lot of people don't do, and they could. Sam called me and said, "Hey, would you mind coming out here and looking at this? I'm stuck." I was like, "Well, heck yeah." He just lives up the road. You know, we've never met before, but I'm like, "Yeah, let me go look at it." And then I showed him some things to do, and he was doing good work. And then, I don't know, maybe 6-8 months went by.
Something like that.
Called me again and said, "Hey, get out here. We got to do something one way or the other." So I went out there, and you saw that one. And he wanted to, he's like, just I'm going to sell it to you cheap. If he wasn't such a nice guy, I would have ripped him off. Because the amount he was willing to take was ridiculous. And I said, "No," and I met his family. That was a slick move. Because they're so nice too. And so I said, no, let's just see if we can finish this. Maybe you bring it over to me, let's talk about a budget, and let's get it done in a month and get you out on the road camping. And he's like, let me talk it over. They came to an idea that let's just finish it. And that's what happened. And that's where we are now. So a lot of people won't send me an email and say, "Should I buy this Scotty? Should I buy this Shasta? Should I buy this camper?" And they end up buying something that they're not educated on. That's not their fault. I do have a little experience, and I'd be happy to look at pictures. So knowing that that's kind of the normal thing, what made you reach out?
Well, it's just that. First off, we did exactly that, where we bought the camper and we thought it was in the build-up stage. And quickly realized that the people before us also didn't know what they were doing. And so before too long, it was all pulled apart. And I was like, well, I'm in it now, so I've got to either finish it or throw all this away. So I chipped away at it for several years. And then finally got to the point where it's just like you said. I realized I don't really know what I'm doing next. So if I go this next step and it's wrong, then I'm gonna have to tear it all down. I just wasn't sure. And finally stumbled on your videos through Jim, I think.
Yeah.
And was like, I don't know if I knew you lived this close.
I know.
And then I was like, well, I'll just give you a call and like if I don't know what I'm doing, the least I can do is find somebody who does and talk to them about it. So that first conversation was just getting your thoughts on what I should do next.
Right.
And then, like you said, I did some of those things and then realized I need to pay somebody for their expertise, which is exactly what we've done here.
And it's been a good process. We've worked on it pretty hardcore, and I think it's been a month, pretty close to a month, has it?
Something
It's
like
been,
that.
yeah, 3 to 4 weeks. And if you don't know what you're doing, it's going to take forever. It's going to take you 3 or 4 years. But what seemed insurmountable to Sam at that time, it took us 3 weeks, 4 weeks. We got it done. They're ready to go camping. So I guess I said all that to say this. Don't hesitate to send me a couple of pictures before you buy something. I might save you a bunch of money. So you already saw the camper. I know everybody was excited about the new skin from Max Aluminum, and because you wavered on that, right?
Yeah, that was the big. Well, in the back of my mind, I always wanted the new skin because I knew it would look so much better. And then your input on the fact that the ROI is there for the skin.
Return on investment. Yes.
It was just a no-brainer just to take the dive and do that. And it looks amazing.
It
you guys
does.
have probably seen.
Yeah. We'll go out and take another quick look. I've left about 5% for Sam and his wife because I refuse to paint that beautiful interior, but Sam's wife wants to paint that beautiful interior. And I think we've got her talked into a better color than black, but maybe green. But they've got to make it their own. They've got to be happy with it. So there's some painting to be done. You're going to finish up some wiring, some lights, and hook up the hot water tank, and maybe get some cushions made.
Yeah.
Is that about it, I think?
Pretty much. And the dining room, the table.
Oh, and you're going to build the table.
And that's just a product of my wife. It's pretty particular, so I just...
Better she's mad at you than me.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, well, we're going to just go finish up some paperwork, and then we're going to watch these folks leave in their beautiful camper.